Good morning, all. Hope you've all had a wonderful day. In this sample video, we're going to discuss and have a little practice on what you are able to use when you have a flare-up, when your IBS is at its worst. So this is appropriate for whether you have IBS-D or IBS-C. And I will very quickly show you the setup we would use. So I have two blocks about 30 centimeters apart, and I'm going to place a bolster over the top. So I'm just going to adjust it, and I'll be putting my legs over this end. My head is going to go down this end. If it's a little bit cool where you are, it's always nice to have a rug or just something to keep yourself warm, or just throw on a few extra layers because when it's, you don't want to be uncomfortable. So the reason we use the elevated legs is it slows gut motility when you have diarrhea and allows your colon the opportunity to absorb more water. For IBS-C, I suffer from IBS-C, so I know when I have a lot of inflammation, I want to take as much pressure off my pelvis and abdomen as possible. So lying down with the legs elevated is quite beneficial for this. Restorative yoga gives you the opportunity to focus on your breathing. As we focus on the breathing, as we slow the breathing, we calm the nervous system. And this crazy world we live in, we are constantly under pressure. We have these little moments of anxiety and stress, and quite often you are so accustomed to them that you don't realize what's happening, but it is cumulative. So by the end of the day, 10 things might have happened that we weren't aware of, but you would feel the effects at the end of that day. So restorative yoga, generally we hold a pose for 5 to 10 minutes. You can hold it for longer if that is what you need, and no one knows better what's good for your body than you. So always be guided by how you feel. If you feel uncomfortable at any point, if you feel the need to sit up, or you're just not happy with lying down for more than 10 minutes, then by all means sit up and just do some deep breathing. So the breathing we use is diaphragmatic breathing. We take the breath into the belly, you allow the belly to gently swell, and you slowly exhale. We don't force, we don't squeeze the exhalation, we just allow it to release naturally. So I like to put a hand on my belly, or you can put both hands on your belly if that's comfortable. And I'll do one practice round. I might turn to the side. So here we don't worry about how your tummy looks. We want it to expand. And so on and so forth. I don't know how much movement you would have seen, but I'm going to lie down. It's always good to come to the side, so sit side on to the wall or to your bolster. Just support yourself with the hands, bring the legs around, and we want to have, if you're using a bolster or blankets, you want the support beneath your knees. You don't want to cause any strain or damage to your knees. You may need a little bit more height. You may be comfortable with just one cushion. We want a gentle chin tuck. We turn the shoulders out so palms are facing up. And just allow your spine to sink into the floor. We want all the muscles around the spine to soften, the neck to soften. Let the floor hold the weight of your hips. Soften your legs. Allow the wall to take the weight of your legs, or your bolster if you're using one like I am. So we take a few breaths And just to allow the body to release. Very often we hold tension without realizing it. So just soften, notice where you're a little bit tight, you're holding a bit of tension, and just slowly relax. We can take one hand to the belly, maybe one hand to the chest, and then you can start with a very steady, slow breath. Deep into the belly, and a very gentle exhale. If you feel comfortable and you're quite happy that you have your diaphragmatic breathing going, just bring the hands back down by the side and focus on that nice, smooth, steady breath. So not necessarily a deep breath, but we want long, steady, smooth, slow. So you want to develop that sense of relaxation, a little bit like, think about waves. You want those slow, smooth movements. And this way we calm the nervous system. We soften all the muscles around the abdomen. And it's a wonderful, relaxing and rejuvenating posture, the supported Shavasana. And pairing it with the diaphragmatic breathing is also extremely healing. If you want to add on before your full hold of 10 minutes, I'm going to sit up just to demonstrate a massage and acupressure technique you might also be able to use. So we can take the hands just below your belly, or 2 fingers below your belly button. We don't have to be super accurate. It's acupressure, not acupuncture. So we do have a little bit of leeway. I might come up on my knees so that you can see clearly. I'll just bring my hands down a teeny bit. So belly button, approximately 2 fingers below the belly button. And we can put some gentle pressure on this point. It's a conception vessel point. So I'm happy to sit, I'm accustomed to sitting like this, so I'm happy to sit like this and put gentle pressure on the point. You could also do this when you are lying down. Obviously, if you have a lot of inflammation, you're not going to want to force the pressure. You might want gentle pressure. It's also nice to gently massage this point. So if you have a bit of warm oil, something nice and soothing like lavender, it's always nice to just very gently massage in a circular motion. And I always massage in the movement of digestion. So we start at the ascending colon and we move our way around to the descending colon. So always in this direction. The other point that might be useful is a spleen point. So if you put your fingers together just midway between your ribs and just slide them out a little bit, so it's probably a couple of fingers worth, and again, not overly accurate, but we want the general direction, so just below the ribs is spleen, our spleen point. And these 2 points together will rebalance your digestive system. So they are good again for when you have diarrhea as well as when you have constipation. The beauty of acupressure is that we balance the organs. So whatever it is you need, that's what you will get. We just want balance. And that is the end of my demonstration. So restorative yoga for IBS, D and C. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video.